Girl, don't go for that. It's not
Go to jail.
Hello, girl. We've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot lately, and me and my friend Dina, we wanted to record an episode about icks in men that we have for a very long time because for quite a period, this was our main topic when we would have a glass of wine together. So I would like to introduce you to my friend Dina over here. My Russian friend, which I find it very, very cool. So I bet that her icks are gonna be very legit, because she's a Slavic woman. So I'm sorry. If that's not the real ick, nothing is. So what's the worst part about the men? We're not talking here about red flags today or no trauma, not about therapy, just about those tiny, tiny irrational things that instantly kill attraction.
I would say they are pretty rational.
Yes. I also want to say that it's not like a man-hate episode, so it's not about that. It's just a girl zone. We're free here to say whatever we think because a man, it's never going to go for a woman that he's not attracted to. So, period.
Thank you for using my favorite word.
Also, I posted the thread a few days ago regarding the icks.
Oh, yeah, there were so many people, and it just shows how relatable the topic is. So many girls wrote so many comments in their own icks. It was amazing.
I think it was over a few thousand comments, and we took actually some screenshots as well, which we are absolutely going to read later, the best ones that we thought so. They deserve some credit, please.
It's also funny how many icks because I came prepared, okay? I wrote a list. And it was really, really cool to see how many icks I share with so many girls from different countries and different cultures. But icks, they just stay the same. We agree on them.
We absolutely do. And the thing is that the ick, it's not random. It's literally like your brain saying, these men cannot protect me in the wild. And by wild, I mean social situations, okay?
Oh my God, yes.
So why are you clapping when the plane lands?
Oh no, you start from the strong ones.
You know what? I'm going to let you start with yours. So
okay,
get your list ready.
Okay, I'm opening my little notes app. I must say, I consider myself an expert in icks because I am reformed. No. I think I'm a wannabe reformed avoidant regarding the attachment styles. And some of these icks have actually truly been the reasons I have stopped talking to guys or have broken up with guys. I'd hope to say I don't do this anymore, but I do.
Do you think it's also the reason for which our friend said that you're never gonna marry?
Wow, girl. Wow. Jail.
I think it's a good thing.
No. He said I am gonna marry in 40 years. I have my standards. What can I say?
No, it's nothing bad about that.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad about that. Wait until you hear her ick list, okay? I wanna also say that I actually haven't heard them before.
Yeah.
We kept them a secret from one from another because we wanted this to be very raw. So I'm actually curious.
I am so sorry if you get cancelled after this episode. I take full responsibility.
I think I can take the risk. Who would cancel me, man? This is not even for them, unless they want to take some notes into what not to do.
Which is really funny because going back to the thread that you posted, I saw a comment there from a guy who said, girls, I've read it all now. I didn't even know I am so cool. I am going to go and tell my wife how lucky she is to have me. And this is so real.
Well, you see, that man took it in the right way. He read the comments and he was like, okay, I don't fit in these kind of statistics. I'm safe. I'm cool.
Exactly.
But if you would have seen the previous thread that I actually had in which the men started throwing hateful comments being like, are you 13? Why are you calling things an ick? I was like, okay. And he had a profile picture with an actor, an American actor. I was okay, Jake. I don't know the rest of the name. Anyways.
I must say, actually, a little disclaimer before we start, because it's all going to be for shit and giggles and we are going to laugh a lot. However, we were talking about this before, how I have had an experience of finding something an ick but actually having like feelings for a guy. So I didn't end up breaking up with him over that. As should I say the ick?
Yes, do it.
Okay. Actually, somebody wrote this in the thread that a guy she was seeing like got his ear pierced and started having like one
Earring.
Yeah. And so I actually was dating a guy for 6 months who have had an earring from before I met him. And
From before you met him?
oh, yeah. I met him.
No, Jill.
I know, but he was a great guy. And we ended up dating for around 6 months, I think. So
And the reason of the breakup was not the earring.
no. Unfortunately, that would have been a very funny story to tell my friends over wine, but no.
I find it so funny that sometimes when we're very invested, we ignore the ick. Like we justify it.
Yeah.
We negotiate with it somehow until one day when he says yummy again. And then he's out. Yummy. You're so yummy.
Please stop. Please stop. Oh my god, this is not in my list, but this is actually an ick you told me about when guys flirt with you in German. This is actually terrifying. Like, I don't know.
Du hübsche Frau. No.
I might throw up. We needed a bucket here.
No, please don't throw up. This couch was expensive.
Okay. Did you buy it for us to film porn here?
What?
Did you buy it for us to film porn here?
No, but if you want to do that, that would be the real money.
Right?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay, the first one, and I don't know the reasoning behind it because it might be personal, but I actually would love to hear if you have it as well. So I get an ick when I see a guy riding a bicycle, and it might be individual, okay? Because I have been hit with a car when I was driving a bicycle, so I have a very bad relationship with the bicycles. I don't ride them. I prefer to walk or take public transport or call an Uber or whatever. I can't ride a bicycle. And maybe because of that, but maybe it has something to do with like the way they sit on them and the way they like move their legs.
I think we were talking about this the other day when they tried to get on the bicycle at the stoplight and they do that little move, where for a few seconds they keep like one of their feet like on the side there in the air. Like
when they jump and oh my god, another thing related to bicycles, when they try to find like a parking spot for a bicycle and they just like walk around with it trying to find where to
walk
put
around
it.
with the bicycle. No.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about the bicycles. Next one, when he wears flip-flops.
No.
Or Crocs.
No.
I think the Crocs one I saw in the comments.
I think that's worse. Crocs are worse.
For me, it's the flip-flops.
Generally that, or with socks. Like, why do guys wear flip-flops with socks?
I don't know. It's not even comfy. And like, I must say, because I have dated a guy who comes from like a warmer country. I haven't dated him, but like we went on a few dates. But when we were going on dates, we were in Austria. Okay. So like Europe. And he would actually wear flip-flops in the city center. I know. But my it goes further. It also goes up to like the beach. Like, I don't know why. There's so much better like summer shoes for men. Why would you choose flip-flops? Do you like your fingers being separated in the flip-flops? Is that?
No, if you're not at the beach, you're not allowed to wear flip-flops if you're a man. Not even in the house. Just walk barefoot.
Or like, yes. Or house shoes. Like house shoes are fine, some of them.
Yeah.
Let's get into the restaurant ones. I've only wrote like a few down and maybe you also have some. When he calls a waiter and the waiter ignores him.
No, that's so embarrassing that I almost feel like I have to pretend that I haven't seen that.
Exactly.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to talk to him anymore.
That's what I do. Like, I pretend there was somebody who texted me or something like this.
I dropped something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Yeah, because I don't know. There's just something not it about it.
No. Did I told you about that one with the guys that cannot use like chapsticks when they eat sushi?
Yeah.
Like, I went out once with a guy for a date and we went to like a specific sushi restaurant, like very good sushi. And he just refused to try to use the chopsticks.
What did he do? What do you mean he refused? What did he eat it with?
He refused with a fork.
Wait, was the fork on the table?
No, he asked for it.
No.
He did. And I was just trying to convince him. I was like, please, like, look, it's very easy. You can use the chopsticks. I can show you
Stop.
how. Like, even a 5-year-old child can learn how to use chopsticks, okay? And he was like, no. I think this is just not for me. Like, I think I just cannot learn this. And he was like, I'm going to ask for a fork.
You see, I am gonna see the difference here. So if the fork was on the table, maybe it wouldn't give me that big of an ick. But the fact that he had to ask the waiter to bring the fork, I think that's what does it for me.
The worst part is that the waiter was also like Asian or something.
Oh,
so when he asked for a fork, he looked at him like with that face, like, what are you, 10? Like, really?
No.
Like, really, bro, why did you came here? You could have ordered at home.
No,
And eat like a fucking animal. But no.
fucking animal. That's not an ick, that's a red flag. But if they don't leave a tip.
No.
But I think it's an honorable mention.
Or if the tip, it's not like fair.
Yeah, sure, for sure. When he is drunk, or rather, but yeah, I think when he's just like drunk to the point that he can speak, that's a red flag. I'd rather like if you're out and he gets drunk faster than me.
No.
You know?
No.
Because like I get it, you know, when I'm drunk, I also don't behave like I am also like a bit. Yeah, but I don't want to see you in that state
No.
if I'm not in that state yet, because then I get the ick. Because then if I also get drunk and you behave like that, it's fine because both of us are like...
I think it's all about protection because if you get drunker than me and faster than me, it means that you cannot take care of me. And I don't really need him to take care of me.
Yeah,
but it's like
I'd like to feel safe when I'm with you.
I think this is a very good ick, actually.
Thank you.
Yes.
We should have started rating them from the beginning.
Yeah. I think they are gonna rate it.
I hope so. I'd love to hear the opinions. Okay, I would say it's a controversial one, but I don't think so when he's French. Okay, the next one.
One of my biggest icks in men is when they are flexing while they're parking their car. It's like, no, it's a special kind of annoying. And the worst part, when they also have a camera in the car for parking. So you can clearly see that they're not missing the opportunity, you know, to flex a little bit. And you're just there sitting like, you have a camera. Like, why don't you use it? It's hilarious.
Look, my mom, for example, also doesn't like the camera. Like, she also turns. But there's ways to turn, you know?
She's a lady. She's not a man.
Period.
If you're wearing like a white t-shirt, just came back from the gym, and then you turn the car like that, like park the car like that, and you switch your entire body like you're about to do an exercise to engage your core.
I'm gonna be sick.
I'm gonna open the door politely and be like, bye, sir. I'm leaving.
My Uber driver would never do this to me.
I don't know. I've seen them doing that too.
No, stop. But then you could put them less stars. No, that's probably mean to put them less stars because you got the ick. About flexing, have you ever been on a date with a guy and like he very obviously has a very expensive watch, but he just keeps like trying to put it basically in your face. He keeps like looking at it all the time, and not because I'm not an interesting person to have a conversation with, by the way, but just like to make sure you've noticed
that you notice it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna compare?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're next.
Between the top craziest icks that I had in a guy, one of them was with a guy that was really nice. He was very interesting. I was having like very deep conversations.
Okay.
And then it came to this like paradox where he told me that he believed that the earth is flat.
No.
And that was an absolute no-go.
No.
An absolute no-go. I was like, I don't think I can see him again.
But I don't know if that's an ick or if that's actually a red flag.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
A huge red flag.
But I can see it's definitely a red flag, but I can see how you would just get an ick the moment he says that.
I was immediately like, okay. And he was like, what's your theory? I was like, it doesn't matter, because you never argue with someone that
no,
you
definitely don't. Well, I've done that. I didn't argue about the earth is flat. So one guy I went on a date with didn't believe in the Darwin's theory of evolution.
No.
And yeah. And I was like, so what do you believe in? And yeah, that like Adam, Eva, and all of that, and that would just like come from them. So then I made a funny joke, and I was like, so we're brother and sister. It maybe wasn't funny because he didn't laugh. I laughed a lot. But yeah, and I've actually tried talking to him about this, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, you actually don't believe this? And he was like, no. And there was no convincing him.
He just said no.
Yeah, he just said no.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, wait, I just remembered something. And you know how it came to that? But actually, it was such a romantic moment. We were like stargazing. We were at the top of the mountain. Like, he brought me there for a date. It was so pretty. We were like looking at stars, like talking about all of that. And this is how we came to that. And I was like, oh, I can't believe like the universe and like our earth is the way that it is. And like the way how I got into this like philosophical like conversation. And this is when he told me, he was like, no. Yeah.
That makes it worse, actually.
Exactly. If it was just like a random conversation, is one thing. But I was actually, and I was thinking, oh my God, like I can actually fall in love with this guy.
Okay. Huge ick that I had once is I was a teenager. I was a teenager, but I was like dating this guy, and he got angry for some reason. I don't remember why. And he ripped his shirt in half when he got upset.
On himself?
Yeah, like Wolverine, you know, like, I think that was my first ick. That was one of my first things. I was like, this is an ick. I was like, this is not supposed to happen.
You see? But for me, I have the mental image right now. But it's not even like only about that. I can't with violence. And so like, for me, it would actually scare me as well, like more than just give me an ick, you know?
Yeah, I don't think I was scared of something or anything at that age. Now I would be.
You're actually right, yeah.
But yeah, I get it. Like, actually men that are losing their cool very easily, it's giving me the ick.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's actually like genuinely scares me.
If you cannot control yourself with like small stuff, how are you going to control yourself with, I'm going to piss you off because I'm going to piss you off?
I probably will piss you off. When they send the kissing emoji. Like, you know, the one that with the little heart. Dude.
Don't do that.
I beg you, do not do that. I also don't know any woman that actually likes it. I don't know why. This emoji, there's just something about it that's
it's not wrong. I actually don't really like when they use emojis so much. Like, most are not at all. Or when you're having an argument with a man through messages, don't use emojis.
No, of course not. You know what I do like? So I have some very specific emojis that I use all the time. You for sure know them. They are in rotation. Like I switch them up sometimes, depending on my mood. But I like it when they start using the same ones like after me, you know? Like when I talk, it's kind of the same vibe as when you spend a lot of time with the person and like you start sounding the same because you use the same sayings.
You become like a mini them.
Yeah, so when they start like using my emojis, I don't know why, I find it adoring. It's kind of cute.
I think it's cute.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I hate when they play paddle. I take a racket of the normal size. Play tennis.
Don't play tennis. Don't play golf either.
Oh my God. Your story, how you started playing golf for a guy. My favorite thing ever.
I hate that story.
I actually love that I found it out. I know that you hate it because you've never told me. I've only heard it on your podcast. Yeah,
that's true. Actually, I never
and
told
this
you
is
that.
why I know you hate this story is because you never told me.
I hated it. I remember I hated it kind of from the beginning, and then there was this day it was close to the end of that relationship that I was going for golf again with him, and I was texting my best friend, and she's asking me like, "Are you going to play golf again?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I started to like it." And I swear, like, that girl never has a filter. She was like, "Babe, what?" She was like, no. It was like, "You don't like this. Stop lying to yourself."
Oh, no. You know, I've never actually played golf.
Okay. It's better.
You see, I'd like to try like once. Okay, so you have to make a promise to me. If I go and I post it once that I'm at like this, you know, top golf course, whatever. If I post it once, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Maybe if I post it more than once, or if I tell you that I went more than once. So please send help.
I will.
Thank you.
I literally will.
Okay. I have the next one. And this one was inspired by me going to the gym the other day. I did not know it was an ick when he jumps with the jump rope. That's how it's called? Like the...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And mind you, when girls do that, I find that adoring.
Yes.
Like they, especially because I am so bad at it. I cannot do this for the life of me. And when there are girls who like, they like jump, like they swing it 2 times while they're only once in the air, or when they can jump like in different things. That's so cool. But then I saw a guy do that with the most serious face I've ever seen in my entire life. And it gave me, and the guy was also so hot. Like the reason I even noticed, because I don't really look at people in the gym, but like the reason I noticed what he was doing is because he walked past by me, 2 meters tall, like hot, so beautiful.
Such a waste, actually, because
right?
The jump rope literally destroyed everything.
It did. It really did.
See, if you're a man and you're listening to this, I want you to really take notes. Something this small can literally destroy attraction.
It did.
We sound so shallow, and I love that.
Well, again, first of all, it's all very different, individual for everyone. Like maybe, I don't know, the jump rope, I'm pretty sure it's like, yeah, it's pretty universal. However, there are some icks that, for example, I have and you don't, and you have and I don't. No, we have the same ones, but there might be some differentiations with other women. However, as we said, if you really like a guy, it's not, I dated a guy with a fucking earring, a cross earring for 6 months. And I'm Jewish, by the way. That was terrible. Illegal. I almost got kicked out of Judaism. It's never been done before, and it's almost been done with me. So sometimes, in the end, it might not matter. However, the jump rope, attraction killer.
Look, I think you're safe. Like, I'm actually in a relationship with a guy that sleeps with his socks on, and he's never taking his socks off.
Like,
Never.
what do you mean never?
Like, only when he showers,
That's it?
That's it.
Well, you see, it might be ideal for me. I don't like feet. Actually, feet give me the ick, like in general.
Feet gives the...
Yeah.
Should you date someone that it's in a wheelchair?
Go to jail for that. I don't know. It's just like I need a guy with pretty feet. Like, because, and it's, I think it's, what's the opposite of fetish? Like, feet give me the biggest ick. Mm-hmm. So I actually don't think I would mind if my boyfriend never took his socks off.
He has, like, my partner has very beautiful feet. Better than mine, to be honest, because I think he's, like, soft skin. He's always so protected that they look really good.
Also, I must say, our feet usually destroyed by our shoes.
Yes.
Like the high heels, the Doc Martens, like the women's shoes are like, most of them are made to bring us pain, and we enjoy it. Another ick. When his hands are not manicured, and I'm not talking like about actually going and getting a manicure, which I would argue men should, because I
think it's not such a big deal. Like, they should all do that.
I agree. I don't think it's a girl's thing. I think it's more of like taking care of yourself and then having nice hands and like whatever. But yeah, I'm not saying that every guy has to go and do it, but like making sure your hands look taken care of.
Well taken care of.
Yeah. That's a very big thing for me, like, actually.
So going back to your ick about nails, okay?
Okay.
The other day, on this Threads post that I made, a girl commented her ick, and she was like, he was obsessed with staring at his nails, and made a comment that mine were plain. After a couple of dates, I had to move on, and it gets better.
Better or worse?
It gets better.
Okay.
Because I asked, like, why was he staring at your nails, and said that yours were plain? Did he had a French or like Pearl style? And she says, like, no, girl, they were so long, and I had to ask him why, and he said he just liked them that way, and said his ex was always jealous of his nails. So he was trying to assume that I was jealous too. But she was like, no. She was like actually scared of those things. But apparently they bonded over oysters, and this is my favorite part. So she went on a few more dates with him because she had an obsession for oysters.
I have so many questions right now.
I have so many questions right now. I love that. Like, that comment literally made my day. She was like, we went on a few more couple dates because I had an obsession for oysters.
Honestly, I've gotten more dates than I should have with men for less.
For less?
They had something in common.
At least she
They
got
had
the
an
good
interest in
oysters.
Oh, another ick. No, it's not an ick. It's a red flag. But I think it's like something we can all agree on. When like he talks shit about his ex and like says, "Oh yeah, my ex was crazy," blah blah blah. I used to believe that. I've actually dated a guy who said his ex was crazy, and I believed him for some reason. I was stupid. I was young, whatever. Turns out, like, of course, once we broke up, of course, he went on to telling everyone that I'm crazy as well. And like that, I realized it's not an ick, it's a red flag. But
It's
like
a red
when he
flag.
says his ex is crazy, and then I've started meeting so many more girls that like the older you get, the more you realize it's always him.
Yeah, when they complain about their exes, it's usually them. I've never ever dated a man that was like okay and stable. You know, a good man that was complaining about his exes.
Yeah.
And usually, like, you can kind of figure it out if it's them because you can just ask this subtle question like, oh, yeah, why did she show up at your place at 2 a.m.? Or like, oh, yeah, but why did she do that? And then you're going to figure out like 2.5 seconds that it was not her.
For sure. And like, actually, you're so right, because once you start asking questions, their story just stops making sense. And that actually did happen with like my ex. But it was like my first love. I was so young. Just literally did not think about it.
Blind.
Red flag.
It's a red flag. And then when you ask them this question, they're like, yeah, she came to my place at 2 a.m. in the night because she found out I was cheating on her. And you're like, yeah, really?
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Oh, she packed up her whole life and escaped without even telling you? Because you were manipulating her and abusing her and cheating on her or something like that. I have the next one. When he talks in a baby voice.
No. Or the moment you put a camera on them, they stop talking in a baby voice because they deep down know it's bad.
I don't think I've ever actually experienced it like fully.
I did.
Like, I think I've only heard my friend who's a guy talk in a baby voice to his girlfriend. And I was like, don't you fucking dare. I like her. You can't scare her away. Cut that crap. Like, no fucking way. But I don't think I've ever had a guy talk. And I have got the biggest stick and I love this guy to pieces. You know, he's like my best friend. He was my best friend in the moment. I don't think I've ever had a guy I'm dating talk to me in a baby voice. I would literally like run away.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to jail for this one. But in my longest relationship, I had this with my partner and I actually liked it.
Wait, okay, no, you see, this is where you lose me, because I wanted to say, yeah, we've all forgiven, like,
I've never said I like it now.
Okay,
I said that
like
back then.
Okay.
It was, I don't
But
like
it's
a
fine.
jiggly time. It was weird in a way. But it was kind of funny. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if he found someone that he still does this with. You can put me to jail.
Oh,
for
no,
this.
I am definitely putting you to jail. The next one, when he unironically cares about his Instagram page. Your page cannot be like cooler than mine. No, it's not about that. I don't even care about
Or
my
like
Instagram page.
professional profile.
Oh, no.
Why?
Yeah, why? No.
Or when they have an Instagram profile, but they have a lot of gym pictures, like shirtless pictures. Like, who are you trying to impress?
Yeah.
If you're not like, I don't know, fitness coach or something that, no.
Yeah,
it's a huge thing for me.
Definitely not. Talking about pictures, and this is not something I thought of. This is something I saw in your thread when they like have the pictures with the fish.
No, holding a fish.
And I just said it, and we all thought about not the tuna.
Yes, the tuna.
No, this is so bad. This is so bad.
Or pictures with them fishing as well. How about when they say, tell me,
No,
if you're over 25,
jail, man.
bye.
No, when you're over 25, you said?
Yeah, I was dating a guy like over 25 and he was like, oh, my tummy hurts.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. When he sneezes multiple times in a row. No, I would say no. Okay, I think it's also the way he goes about it, because if he just sneezes multiple times in a row and like I find it funny and like he finds it funny, it's okay. But you know when like he sneezes multiple times in a row and he complains about it?
No.
Like he's like, oh, when will it stop and stuff like that. That gives me an ick.
One of my icks is when they have any type of allergy. Because what do you mean you're allergic to spring? What do you mean you're allergic to flowers? And you have your nose like red and you keep like blowing your nose. You're like, oh, my allergy, my eyes are really red.
This is the funniest thing I've
I
ever
know.
heard in my entire life. Wait, this is so funny.
You can't have an allergy. I'm sorry.
You're not
you
allowed.
shouldn't have allergies.
Okay, I have another one. It doesn't, I quit smoking, so it doesn't work for me anymore. But back when I used to smoke cigarettes specifically, when he always steals your cigarettes, like all the time.
No, I don't like when a man asks me for a cigarette.
Exactly. You know what? Once it's okay, twice it's okay. Especially like, 'cause for example, like rolled ones, okay. But like, just go and buy yourself a pack of cigarettes.
They come and they're like, can I ask you for another cigarette? And then they
Exactly.
no.
And I, you know what? I used to say no. I was like, no.
I love that.
And it has nothing to do with the money or with the cigarettes or whatever. It's just no.
How about having Instagram highlights? A man with Instagram highlights.
I don't even know what to do with my Instagram highlights. What do you mean you got it figured out before me? Jail.
Wearing sunglasses on the head.
What?
Like when they wear sunglasses but on their head. Not on their
I
face.
see. No, you're so right. Like, take them off, man. No. Wait, I have a very funny one. I think I have an issue with men like getting from point A to point B, but because from point A to point B, because when they ride a scooter, like two people on one scooter.
Like the electric scooter.
Yeah.
The one where you're standing.
Yeah.
No, it screams gay to me.
No, I really like, it just looks weird, especially when they're like big, you know, and they're
But
like,
you can see that they're also uncomfortable with that.
bro, just take another scooter. What's the issue here?
Wow. One of my biggest ticks in men is when they don't have a driving license.
I knew, I was waiting for you to say this one. I don't think that's an issue. Like, I can't drive. Is it more convenient when he has a driver license and he has a car? Yeah, like I like being the passenger princess. I like being picked up. Like,
Totally.
I get it. Is it like a specific ick for me? I don't think so because I don't drive. But I remember you were saying because you have a car.
Like, if a man ever tells me, pick me up,
No.
I'm going to be
No.
bye.
No, that's
Bye.
exactly that. Again, by the way, talking about, I honestly, is that something I should talk about like with my therapist? Like, why do I have an issue with men getting from like one point to another? Basically everything I judge.
What do you mean from one point to another?
You know, like when they're driving the bicycle, I'm driving
for
a
transport.
scooter. Yeah.
What about when
What's
they go by train or bus?
No, that's fine. A bus? No, I think that's fine. It's just the sustainable. Okay. But another one I thought of because I saw it in a movie or like a TV show and I found it so icky when they ride a horse.
No, I think I would kill myself.
Who came up with the whole night on the white horse bullshit? Like, have you seen a man ride a horse? When girls ride horses, it's the hottest thing ever.
Yes, it's kind of hot.
It's so hot, especially when they only hold it with one hand and they're just, it's so.
Have you ever seen Kendall Jenner on a horse?
No.
Oh, it's an amazing video. You should
I
check that
trust you. I really trust you. But yeah, I saw that. I think it was a TikTok maybe. And it seemed like and you know how it's like moving like that. It was just so bad. Okay, that's a red flag that someone also wrote. Asking for pictures and also sending unsolicited pictures. Like when they send you a dick pic, basically. No girl ever wants to see that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know
literally no.
any girl that wants to
woman
see that. And if she tells you she wants to see that, she's probably lying for some reason.
I think they also don't to take those pics because I swear if I would
Bro.
if I would have one and I would take a picture of it. But if you just
1,000%.
literally choking it with your hand there.
Bro, girls'
No.
nudes are art, like actual art,
Yes.
like the lightning, the lingerie, the like poses, everything is just the background, like
100%.
everything is
We
perfect.
put effort, we look about details, and then we receive a picture like this in return.
Like what? I don't know any girl that's ever wanted to see that.
I don't even know, like, one
Like
woman,
actually
one.
not. Wait, can I read this one? This is I am pretty sure, and I think I've said it already so many times. This is the funniest thing ever. But I think this is the funniest thing I've ever read in my entire life. That was a comment on your thread. he told me that he had a secret alter ego named Zero the Clown. I thought it was a joke. Question mark? It wasn't. Nope, nah, I'm good. Girl, can you freaking imagine? He tells me he has an alter ego called Zero the Clown.
I don't know.
Why
how
the
I would react.
clown? I know how I would react. I'm pretty sure I would pee myself laughing.
Imagine that guy was freaking serious and she just had to stay there and be like waiting for him to crack like a little like, smirk or something.
And he wasn't.
And he was just like, yeah, Zero
No,
Clown.
I'm getting up and I'm leaving. Like, I think like leaving when a person on a date says something completely out of pocket should be very normalized. Especially, I know we're talking about icks and laughing and whatever, but like also talking about this from the perspective of like safety. When people are clearly crazy, you should get out of there. Like, do not stay there.
Imagine you stayed there long enough for one day to have an argument with this guy deep in a, 6 months relationship. And he starts like telling you, now you're talking with Zero the Clown. Martin is out of the picture. Bro, you don't know what's going to happen next. Is he going to stab you? What if this alter ego he's talking about is actually like a different, complete personality?
Yeah, what if it's some kind of like a mental disorder that he actually has like separate... No.
And he starts barking at you or something. I don't know. Weird.
Calling women females.
I hate when they do that.
This is just why.
I don't know.
Oh my God, how many children we should have after knowing you for 20 minutes?
No. Jail.
No.
Jail. How about that guy that I told you once? And in our second date, I was visiting his apartment and he told me how he left his last date pregnant. The girl he was dating before me.
No.
And then he even said like, yeah, and then because I was asking, like, how did the story went, I wanted to see what was going to happen to me. And he was like, she got pregnant and then she had the audacity to, like, not even consult me into, like, keeping the child or making an abortion. And I was like, excuse me?
I've heard that, but the audacity of this man still shocks me every time I hear the story.
No, I remember that I ran eating the ground. Eating the ground. I called myself an Uber like 30 minutes after that.
Literally, no.
How about men and stretching? Because just don't do it. Don't do it in front of me, Don't do it in front of me, you little ballerina.
Ballerina.
No, I cannot.
No.
I'm going to say a really petty one now. Okay, love that. When they're using the Samsung.
Don't even, no. I think this is how we started talking about the icks for the first time.
I think so. Tell me your ick about the guy with the headphones.
Fine. So I was in the gym and a guy started talking to me, and I promise I'm not. I remember I had like a little like quarter life crisis, and I came to Monica and I was like, please tell me if I'm a terrible person, because the guy started talking to me and I noticed that he had like the Samsung headphones or like some kind of headphones, and it gave me the ick. And this is what started our 2-hour conversation about icks and us drinking an ungodly amount of wine.
And we cut this part? Absolutely not.
Nope. So yeah, that gave me the biggest ick, and I felt like the most shallow person ever. But it gave me the ick nonetheless. When he says, I usually go for girls that look blah, 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 like blank. And then he describes a completely different type from you. Because I don't know what's the right term for it. Is it called nagging? Is it like, what's the term for it?
I think there was a lady that commented about this in the threads. I don't know if it's nagging. I just feel like they try to make you feel like it's somehow a privilege that they ended up dating you because you were really not their type. Like,
I don't know how it's called. I don't know what's kind of effect that they assume it's gonna have on me. Honestly, maybe me from a few years ago would have actually eaten it up. I don't freaking know.
no.
But now I'm like, okay, what is the point? Then go for girls like that. Like,
Yeah.
then sure, they're lovely. Like, I would go for girls like who look like that too, like, and then they go like short blonde with brown eyes. But
This is what they try, to make us feel like privileged that we have a chance with them. This happened to me as well, and I had the same reaction. I was like, well, you're not my type either. Next.
literally, that's exactly what I said.
Or like, thankfully, you're not my type. So how about when they say a joke and no one laughs?
No, because this is also my nightmare, like that I say a joke and it's not funny. That's
And
actually
everybody's serious, like,
exactly. That's actually the reason I'm never, ever, ever listening to this podcast, like with me on it. I mean, because if I hear myself
I'm going to force
say
you to listen to it.
an unfunny joke, I'm gonna get myself an ick.
I'm going to force you to listen to it. You know what? Actually, I'm getting the ick from myself every single time I'm editing this because, while I'm editing, I have to listen to myself. And then I listen to myself and I'm like, oh my God, that sounded so lame. And I'm like, oh, this sounded so lame.
That's my issue. Proves that no one is safe from icks. Not even us, from ourselves. But no,
Or that no one is really safe from themselves. Sometimes I doubt if I should like post or not. I'm like, but then I'm like, if I'm gonna stay and nick myself for everything, I'm never gonna do this anymore.
Yeah. The amount of times you forced me to post things on Instagram because I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure if I like this or that or that. They were like, post it.
But you were really overthinking.
I know.
When they trauma dump on a first date. Like,
But that's a red flag. That's definitely a red flag. This is not even an ick. This is, and what's the worst part is that me not seeing them is definitely gonna come out of nowhere because I am nothing but if not nosy. So do I want to know about like the trauma that happened to you? I want to know. I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna be interested, and you're gonna think that we're bonding, but actually I am gonna tell you I'm not interested anymore.
You're building like some good case against why you shouldn't date him.
Exactly, and
they
like.
Give you the reason.
Exactly. And like, I am not doing it on purpose that I pretend that I'm interested. Like, I'm actually genuinely, I love listening to people's stories. And tell me how your dad didn't like you. And tell me how your mom never had time for you. And this is why you hate women now.
I have a story that I think you're really gonna like. This was another reason for which I got the ick from my ex. So we were playing this game about like things that we've never said to each other. Maybe like something that he'd never said to someone before. It was something like that. And it was his turn. And he takes this piece of paper and he starts telling me like, and he even tells me, but this story is really heavy. And I'm like, okay, really expecting something heavy, girl.
Yeah.
Heavy. Like, I don't know, I've been sexually abused or something like that. And then he tells me, the reason for which I'm like so cold all the time, because he was like a very cold man, like narcissistic cold. Like he was not like showing emotions, almost sociopathic. And then he's like, when I was in school, like 4th grade, something like that, I was bullied by other boys. And I was like, man.
Haven't been bullied.
Like, right?
Bro, and there's the difference because I strongly think that bullying builds character and personality. And I think I'm funny because I've been bullied before when I was younger.
I think he haven't been bullied before enough. I think he needed more bullying. Like, to be honest, I really
That's
think
so
he needed
real.
more.
Let's bring bullying back. I'm joking.
We can bully
Or am
him
I?
if you want.
I would love to bully your ex. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I have a really good one from the Threads post that I made. Men that don't go to the doctor. Like their arm can be literally hanging off.
I agree. Urs, and he's gonna act as like he's dying. And I get it. It happens with every guy I've ever met. Also like my friends.
They're very sensitive to pain.
But it just, there's still limits, Like I am gonna take care of you, and I like taking care of people when they're sick, even if it's men.
I don't know, man. My partner, last time he got sick, he was making these noise while having fever. Like, I hope you're ready. He was like,
Oh no.
No, it just killed me. It killed me every time when he would do that. My body would shake a little, Like just like. How about when men are turning deep conversations into a sexual joke just because they don't know how to respond?
Oh no. No, jail.
I hate when they try to make everything sexual. Actually, you're talking about like, I don't know, the weather. They're like, it's getting sunny.
You know what we should do in this weather?
It's getting warm. And then you're like,
It's
oh
hot
my
in
God.
here. But then when I'm with my friends and I make everything into a sexual joke, that's totally fine.
That's very different. But he cannot do this like, I don't know, it's rainy outside and it's like, you know what time it is. Sir, leave.
No, sir. Yeah.
And they are in an over performative mode. Like, get the fuck out of that
Yeah.
character because this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
Especially not with women because we like most of our like teenage years we are in that performative mode. So
1,000%.
we can literally smell it from kilometers away.
1,000%. Especially like, and I hated this saying when I was younger, but that's so true. When as you get older and you get more experience, it's just so much easier to spot that actually it stops being like the end of the world as it used to be when I was younger. Now it's an ick. Like back then it was dangerous to me to meet a man who is over performative because I wouldn't recognize it and I would actually fall for it. Now you see it and you just get the ick and that is it.
I mean, you also don't put up anymore with things that you don't want to be as well. So if you're there trying to like, you know, build something authentic and then you see this person being in this super performative stage, you're just like, yeah, okay. So just give me the book about this character you're trying to sell to me because I'm not buying it.
Yeah. You know what's also an ick for me? The love bombing. It's not even a red flag for me at this point. It's an ick.
You don't fall for it anymore. So like it's not that dangerous, but I still think it's definitely a red flag. And I wanted actually to make a remark to this because I counted in this thread that I had, there were over 53 comments from different women saying that their biggest ick in a man is when they're breathing. And I know exactly what they mean. It's this point when you're so done with somebody, even them breathing can irritate you.
Yeah.
So I guess this concludes today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. And if you were in that thread, I hope you probably found your comment in this episode because I really tried to choose like the ones that I found personally the most hilarious ones. Dina here with me was the one choosing with me together. But just for the closing, I just wanted to say that you should trust the ick.
Oh, for sure.
Like, trust the ick, question it, but don't ignore it. Don't ignore it because once attraction is gone, it's gone. You cannot look back, girl.
Because if it gives you an ick, there is a reason. Otherwise, it wouldn't give you the ick.
100%. So don't forget to send this to a friend who's ignoring an obvious ick as well. And send me your worst ones. Maybe there's going to be a part 2.
Please. I can go for so many more hours.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.